Let's go ahead and get started. What's up, everybody? How you doing? My name is Wade Acuff, and this is Roll or Troll. I hope you guys are doing all right. Oh, look at that. Got a shout out. Thanks so much for the shout out. Let me know if things sound okay. We're a little bit awkward starting this off. I mean, I'm always awkward starting these off, but that's okay. Today's gonna be a little bit interesting. As usual, I like to have something that's a little bit of a challenge. What's up, Oliver? What's up, Emma Nemesis? How's it going, Penny? Jesse, Jack's gonna help us out all day. Clever is here as well. And looks like we're ready to get going, but we do have to make some choices, some hard choices at the beginning of the stream. As always, today is about a trusty steed, a faithful companion to carry us into art battle. So if Jack can get that up there, we've got our trusty steeds. I'll read these off. We've got a horse, of course, some sort of stallion. Remember when? Olifants, or an elephant of some sort. For the birds, we have an ostrich-like creature. I may make some adjustments. And dynamite, we could be riding a raptor. It's just possible that could happen. I'm sneaking a peek. Dynamite is actually winning. We've only got a few votes here. I'm gonna let this go for a minute as I discuss other things. Well, first off, trusty. When I hear steed, I want to break in the song because, look, if CA and LA can do it, why couldn't I? I mean, it's Twitch, right? Sometimes you just want to climb upon your faithful steed. You know how it goes. Climb upon your faithful steed. Then we're gonna ride and to draw some things. Climb upon your faithful steed. And ride. There, I did it. It's done. But oh look, we've got okay, we've got option. What's up? Designed by Arif. I hope I said that right. I'm gonna look at this real quick. Dino is going. Please don't clip it. Please, I mean you can clip it. Obviously, do what you want. Let's see. I'm going to wait for some more votes before we get started. There's also more things to talk about. This week is a big week. Yes, Jack is saying hello. My cat Jack. Hi. So we've got today on Roller Troll. Then we've got, for me tomorrow, the video challenges at 3 p.m. Central Time. And then on Thursday, there's a very special mod takeover style Thursday live stream on. It's going to be on Twitch actually, as well as YouTube, Behance, and there will be a special little roller troll option at the end of the day. We'll be making some emotes, potentially some channel things that would relate to roll or troll, and I'm going to need. Eventually, we will have we'll discuss this again as we get going. But that's going to be awesome. I think being live in studio with the mods is always a fun time. Anyway, I say mods as if I'm not one, but clearly I am. But yeah, Twitch takeover. Jack in chat will be there. We will be meeting for the first time in person, which is wild. It looks like Raptor's going to win. This is kind of wild. One of the things I did not expect, but that's how this goes. Another thing, let's jump to the dice cam. Here at Roller Troll, well, before I jump to the dice cam, here at Roller Troll, we like to try and innovate and create in all aspects of TTRPG land, I guess, the genre. And we've been hard at work at the Roller Troll Forges, trying our best to make our own set of Roller Troll dice. We've got some fresh off the forge die here. Can't really see them. These are made lovingly with out of cement, actually. So we're going to be using some of those today. But that's from the fine folks at the Roller Troll Forge. And you know what? Enough talking. Let's get into some live work and how this works. We will, before I jump away from the cam, we will be rolling one of these dice, usually a d20. And then we will go to this key, and whatever it rolls at 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever on the d20, we then go and reveal it as such. We'll erase away the mask for 2 options. Usually there's 1 or 2 options, and then between those 2 options there's a good option and a bad option typically. Sometimes it will change. Sometimes there won't be necessarily a bad or necessarily a good. There will just be options. But that's how this works. So we go and we roll, and I guess it's up. So shiny, says the matte gray dice. But, you know, shiny can just mean good, right? In the Firefly sense of it. Okay, let's go to our first roll and see what we get. Because it looks like our dino won. And I can do a couple of things with this. Hang tight. Got to set the ambiance. Okay, onto the dice cam. Let's see what we get. A 17. All right, 17. Let's see what we have for 17. We've got quality quiltings, or comparison is the thief of joy. So if you don't know what a comparison is, it's they're both. I'm kind of using them both. Comparison is like a blanket you would throw on the back of a horse. In this case, it will be our raptor. But the way I had this one worded was one of them will be kind of a jokey one, like maybe a gesture type. And the other one will be quality quiltings, which means it might be something that looks cool. I don't know. So we've got a cool option and a nerd option. They may wind up both being the same option. Who knows? But let's see what a raptor looks like. I have to look up some reference first. Okay, let's see. Let's just dino. I'm just trying to think of a dino. Specifically a raptor, I suppose. And I guess if we want to see it, maybe we'll have the head turned towards us more. And I guess think more like chicken. Chicken body. Not quite, but you know. I guess he's got little nubbin arms, potentially. I'm going to give it maybe a little bit more of a back, just because it makes sense to me that they would, if it was maybe bred for more riding. I don't know. Just kind of spitballing here. Trying to find something decent for a reference as well. Already resizing this thing to fit. Yeah, poll is up. Thanks, Jack, for putting that poll up. I can't wait to get in the studio this week. I'm super excited about it. I'm having to pace myself very much so this week as well. because I've got the challenge tomorrow, the video challenge tomorrow, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. It's a hand, it's a textured type, distressed type challenge. And I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see. Trying to figure out too what to do with this tail. Now, originally I thought maybe we would do like a T-Rex, but then I thought scale-wise it may not be the best. Let's see. We going feathers or no feathers? You know what? That's an excellent. It's an excellent question there, to be honest. I don't know the answer to that. We could go feather and we would kind of get something like this. Potentially. I don't know. I'm going to go featherless at first. Maybe we'll throw in some feathers at the end. I could have put more options in here for feather, for those feather options. However, I never know what you guys are going to pick. So it's kind of a, hit and miss situation, right? Hit or miss, I guess. I feel like the tail is a little bit too I don't know. We'll figure out the tail later. I don't like this. I don't like the way this is going. This may take a little bit. This may be a little bit tougher than I originally thought. That's okay. You know how these go. Eventually we'll get there. Remember to say that the roller troll will tie into Thursday's Adobe Live show. I can't wait to hear. I did say that earlier. I will say it again. Roller Troll will have a segment at the end of Thursday's stream. I think it's the last one of the day, and it will be based sort of around Roller Troll, getting emotes, graphics, screen graphics, any and all things. At least that is the plan thus far. All right, let's work with this for now because I don't know that this is the shoulder. We may wind up doing something with the claws as well. Yeah, I don't like it. I want this to be more chicken wing-like, honestly. So I am gonna keep working on this just for a second. And as you know, if you've done this before, if you've done any kind of drawing, all the stuff you lay in first tends to stick throughout the drawing. So, don't focus on the details. Get all of the small things you need out of the way first. The structure and all of those things. I say small things. I mean, get all of the large things. The structure. They're not the details that you need or want necessarily, and sometimes you just want to get into the details. But I promise you, waiting until you have the structure right is the best option, 100%. Okay, I can deal with this. Kind of mirror this on the other side for now. Because we got quality quiltings. And I am going to stretch this out a little bit more than I originally wanted to. Just to give us some place in case we need the room. I'm going to make them a little bit longer is what I'm getting at. Just a tiny bit. Okay. And Jack, feel free to jump in if there's anything I need to be mentioning about Thursday that I have forgotten. Okay, quality quiltings. I think we're just going to start with a kind of a blanket that is formed potentially around our character here. Because normally it would just hang off the back of the horse. But since we're dealing with like, or even if we had chosen elephant, I think we would have had a better option for how this might look. But for now, we're going to put in a basic part. Basic. Just a basic little blanket. Just going to make it look like it has a little bit of edging to it, just so it seems maybe a little bit quality. And drop this other little foot in there. Tiptoe, teep, teep, teep. It's probably not how that would work. Let's go like this. Something like that, just to throw it in there for now. And I might turn this foot outward. This one might turn outward, depending on what we wind up doing. Let's see. Thursday will be chaos in the best way. That's all you need to know. That's it. And I agree. Voodoo Val will be with us as well. I'm going to stand him upright a little bit more. What do you guys think? He's a little bit low. I think the lengthening is good for maybe traveling as well. But I'm going to stand him up a little bit more raptor-like. And I think I'm going to poke this chest down so we get the idea that there is a little bit more like where the chest cavity would start, where the, I don't know what do you call it, where the clavicle would be roughly here if it had one visible. But I kind of like the idea of that having. Okay, let's roll again. We're not done. Clearly we're not done. Look how rough this is. But I think we're off to a solid start. But let's go roll. All right, let's roll the roller troll forged die. Let's see how it does. Let's go a 4. A 4 on the chunky die. Let's check it out. Okay, move over to our 4. Find it. Option number 1, a tall tail. Okay. Option number 2, short skirt. Okay, now hold on. This is a family show. I wrote short skirt, meaning the tail, and this was for a horse. A tail is made up of 2 parts, a dock and a skirt. The dock is attached to the coccygeal vertebrae, the last vertebrae on the back. I believe that's right. And that's kind of like where all the muscle and tendon and everything is attached. And the skirt is the stringy part. So that's what this means. Yeah, long jacket. That's right. That's right. But yeah, that's what that means. So doesn't super apply to a raptor, but depending on what you do, we can have a nub tail. We can have a little nubbin. We can have just a little nubbin for this guy, which could be fun. Could be like a little stub. Could cut it off there. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Or we can make this tail, I don't know, something tall and grand. It should have been a long tail, maybe. Maybe that's what it should have been. All right, we'll get, while that's going, I'm going to just start working on a few more little details as we go. But that's a good look. Drawing and looking up reference and anything else that goes along with the art of creating usually will lead to other discoveries. I didn't know about that. I'm not so keen on what's happening with equestrian creatures. So I didn't really know what that meant until I read about it. And I was like, oh, look at this. Look at these things that I didn't know. But I can't tell you how much that kind of residual, I don't know if that would be the right adjacent knowledge gained just from, checking out something, figuring it out, reading about it. All from just trying to learn how to draw something. That is a terrible, terrible claw. I've seen worse. Probably going to look up, let's see. They don't have that big. They have according to the reference I'm using, they don't really have a big, they basically just have a ball of the foot with some big old spiky nail sticking up, which is on, it would be on this side, I think. Everybody draws them. I'm just going to draw them the way I draw them. This is a fantasy raptor, by the way, so. Makes you think of dino fajitas. Oh, skirt steak tacos. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I'm not looking to dine on any dinos. Certainly don't want them dining on me. So there's always this big raptor claw thing that's always sticking up in all of the reference that I'm drawing or looking at. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, But apparently that is the thing. 2 toes and a big hook. Which I guess would be on this side of things. I'm going to leave it off for now. I'm going to leave it off. Maybe we make up our own raptor-esque. This is a fantasy raptor, like I said. The claw, yeah. The thing, if you've seen Jurassic Park, you know the thing. Oh, the first time you saw a wild turkey. Yeah, we have those. We have quite a few around here. Yeah. Have you ever run into one in the wild? That's also pretty wild. Like when walking, or within a position of danger, I guess is the thing I'm getting at. Close proximity of danger. Okay, they're so much taller than they run. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know. I'm just catching up on chat. Okay, let's see what we got. Long and short. Okay, short skirt is what happened, is what's happening. Let's go ahead and roll that. Sorry. Go ahead and end that poll. We'll roll again. Let me go ahead and select. I've been neglecting our selections. So I'm going to go ahead. We got quality quiltings and short skirt. And it's time for another roll. Let's go. Get a different guy going on here. Let's see what we got. Oh, terrible roll. 17, we got to roll again. Okay, that was a little, whoa. 17. Excuse me? I think that's a roller troll first. Okay, 4. We got something. We've already rolled a 4. Guys, I'm running out of haze here. 16. Okay. Jeez. The die. Let's get cooperative, all right? Okay, 16. Let's find it. Let's check it out. First option. A henticle of denticle. That means teeth or tooth-like things. So basically we could have him smiling, showing a little teeth, maybe snarling, or B, a smug smolder. I don't know how to explain what a smug smolder is because I do not have one. But the smolder of let's see, I think what was it? If anybody have seen Tangled, I think they mentioned smolder in that. It's basically like giving a look, serving a look, whatever that might mean. We'll figure it out if you choose it. Until then, I'm going to keep working on this, and I'm going to make a copy and then work on our short skirt, which means where would I guess we'd have to check if this is the vertebrae coming out. Probably down here somewhere. So let's give him a little nubbin like this. Boop. Man, that was easy. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Super easy on that one. But I'm going to give it a little bit of panaz. Start texturing it up a little bit. Just a hint. An icicle is a bicycle stuck in snow? I did not know that. Wade is testing my spelling skills. Look, all bets are off. Look, you just gotta roll with the punches or the spelling trials and tribulations. I don't know. You spell it how you can, and then we'll just work it out. That's what I do. That's poor advice, by the way. I guess I could make a little back as if there's a little bit of vertebrae. So we get a better idea maybe where that ends. I kind of like it. It's dino-like. I'm gonna take a sneak peek. Smizing and smiling. Is smizing a thing? Are you just making up words too? If you are, I don't know that I've heard of smizing. Have I heard of smizing? Never heard of smizing. Am I saying a bad thing? Jack, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Are you trolling me right now? I got a bad feeling about this, guys. Jack is setting me up. Don't shame me for my blind spots. It would be perfect if she was, but she's not. You're just ignorant on the word smizing. Oh, smiling with your eyes. I don't know that that's what I mean by smolder, because smoldering is different. But it is a family show. But so is Tangled. I don't know. I think it is. I don't know. I don't know. Is Disney considered family still? I don't know. Listen, listen, Jack said. Listen, I'm doing my best here, okay? Hey, that's all any of us can do at any given point, right? All right, let's see. Oh man, Henticle Identical is winning. No smolder for this guy. Let's go ahead and end that so that I can get working on whatever that means. But that means we have to roll again. So let's check it out with another roll. Okay, I'm going to use a new one here. Maybe we won't keep getting 17s. 16! We just did 16. Okay, all right, let's try this again before the haze runs out. 13. Okay, we can work with 13. 13's what we got. Let's see what it reveals for us. Oh, let me select. Well, yeah, I'll reveal this, then we'll make our selections. All right, so we have option A. Well, if I get on the right layer, option A is Feats of Flame. So maybe there's something magical about this dino. Its feet are aflame. Like literally fire. Or Sturdy Steppers, which just means bigger than usual, which I think would fit this really well. So we got Feats of Flame or Sturdy Steppers. And again, you can tell I was hoping you guys would go with horse, of course. But this will apply. I promise. It will apply. Okay, let's go ahead and make these selections before I forget. So we've got Henticle. Whoa, hello. Henticle, Denticle. And we'll have to wait to see what we get here. Let's go back and start working on. Okay, no need to be a poll here necessarily. Do you guys want smiling, or do you want grimacing, or what kind of thing would you want? I'm gonna make another copy just so we have a history of this. Dice rolls like they're fixed. Yeah. Well, no, they're not. Yeah, lots of high rolls, man. I would not. I can tell this isn't me actually playing D&D. We've got fierce. We've got a fierce action. So let's see. Smirking like a jerkin. Smirking like a jerk. I'll not change that phrase. Let's see if we can kind of get a little bit of both. Not so sure. I guess we could have the mouth be even wider open. Let's see if that works for me. And I don't know that I have. Oh man, that goes way back. Let's change the shape of this jaw. Looking kind of like Godzilla-like related, I guess, technically. You know, because Godzilla is real, just like raptors were real. Silly fierce. I don't know what that is. But I'm sure if I'm drawing it, I can make it happen. I think the silly part just comes natural. Well, at least on Roller Troll. Turns out, not too hard to do that. The henticle of denticle. I mean, I'm not saying it's pro, but it's a pro adjacent. I'll take this. I'll take this as a win. Okay, we've got our henticle of denticle. Man, that went so quick. There are other things that I know are not super easy, and it's been such an easy drawing so far as like, let me rephrase. Drawing is always difficult. Figuring it out, problem solving is really what it's all about. Like, that's the fun part of it. But sometimes things are easier than others, and they don't always turn out that way. So far, we've not had a challenge that made me go, uh-oh, danger. Well, except for when you guys chose Raptor. That's when I'm like, uh-oh, yikes. Feats of Fire, of course, because I mentioned I would like Sturdy Steppers. Feats of Fire is gonna win. Okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with this. I'm gonna make a copy of this. I'm gonna jump over here, and let's go ahead and end Feats of. Oh, we got. Wait! Don't end it. Don't end it. Sturdy Steppers, are you making a comeback with 1 vote? Can we get 2 votes? Can we get 2? Looking at you right here. Chat, do what your heart tells you. Don't listen to me. Do what your heart tells you. Don't pay attention to anything I'm saying. Don't look at any of this. Just do what your heart tells you. I'm watching the poll. Nothing is changed. Okay, we got 2. We got 2 votes. Okay. All right. Not gonna happen. Looks like Feats of Flame is gonna win. Thanks for you 2 Sturdy Stepper voters. If you're out there, wave, say hi. I want to know who you are, because you know what? I'm feeling it. Okay. Nobody's going to step up to say it was them. I don't blame you. Oh my gosh. One moment. Okay. What are we doing? We got to roll. It's time to roll. Clodhoppers. Yes. Look, Clever gets it. Clever, thank you so much. Let's see what we get here. That is not the right die. 11? 11sies. Let's check out what 11sies is. Oops. Because I don't remember. Now, to be fair, normally I don't know what any of these are because I've written them like a week or so out, and I don't only check them just so they won't be super fresh. With bells on. So something will have bells on it. Or Reign of Chains. or it could have a rain of chains. I don't know. I don't know. And I can tell you too, I don't always know what these are going to be because, I mean, I know, obviously I know I wrote them, but sometimes it's been like a week and I forget. But I did look at these right before, but I don't remember the placement of any of them. But I will say I had to change with bells on because, again, I was like, they're going to go for horse. So it was originally neigh bells ring, you know, like neigh, like a horse neighs. Come on. Come on, just get with it. Just that's how this goes. Come on. Anyway, those are the two options. Wait, did I check? Did I select? Yeah, Feats of Flame. We got to work on that. I think this is going to be pretty simple too. It's just going to be some flame, fire, licking this way. I'm going to get rid of our little arrow down here. I'm going to erase out parts of this. I wish I would have maybe rolled that first. It would have saved me a little bit of trouble of trying to render out feet. So, and I think if we have this, we have to have a little bit of like smoke trailing. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's a smokeless flame. And it's a magical fire, right? So maybe that's why. Could give him boot. I could have given Umacorn. I could have given him boots. Maybe we could give them boots with flame decal on it, and that would still be Feats of Flame. But I kind of like this. I think this is okay. I'm going to get a little hint that it's curling out from underneath. Not sure how that's reading for you guys, but I like the idea of that. Obviously, will be much better in color, potentially. But I think this works. Kind of looks like fur. I could see that. We're going to go with that for now. I think that works. Man, we are zipping through this. We're not even an hour in yet, and if we get through the whole board today, it's going to be wild. Spicy, that's right. Wait. Oh no, M&Nemesis, yes. M&Nemesis says, this reminds me of a bad dad joke. Why do cows wear bells? Because their horns don't work. Jingle jangle. Reigns of Chains is not winning. With bells on is, though. I think I'm done with flames. So let's go ahead and end that one too, Jack. Let's get the with bells on. Let me go ahead and select that before we move over to roll again. And you guys can help me. I've got an idea where I want the bells to go. Probably super simple, just around the neck. But if there's other options, if you guys can think of other options, let me know. But you know, it's time to do the thing. I'm gonna break. Oh no! Move the dice tray. I'm gonna break out the Roller Troll die for this from the Forges of Roller Troll. A 2. Oh, wow, a 2. See what that 2 reveals for us. First option. Oh, here we go. Wait. Power pose. I think he's already in a power pose. Or poor posture. I mean, we have to do what it says, so I don't know that maybe we could have it like a sway back, something a little bit if it's poor posture. I don't know. It's up to you guys. Figure out which one you guys want. I'm going to work on this with bells on. And I think I am going to, let's see, let me check. Elijah, what's up, Elijah? How's it going? Okay, bells. I don't see any suggestions. I was looking at chat to see if they had any other suggestions. Come on, bells, let's go. I think I'm going to put it around the neck. Like a little cat bell, maybe? I don't know. I thought maybe like a string of bells. Maybe not. I'm gonna look up something real quick. Look up a little reference. Let's see. Okay, we can do this. We can make this work. I'm gonna get rid of some of this. All of this, actually, yeah, all of it. And I'm gonna drop it down here. And doing things like this actually help define things. I guess I'm trying to mention this so you can find ways in your own drawings to help add dimension. So if I take circles around this neck, I can make it seem more and more cylindrical. So anytime there's like clothing or something like that that can also help with that, perfect opportunity. I think this works pretty well. Okay. A large cowbell. That could be an option. Needs more cowbell, obviously. Again, super quick. That was super quick. I feel like I'm letting you guys down. There's no struggle. An artist has to struggle for their work. It's not true. Not always true. I'm going to go ahead and make this one. It was looking like it's kind of see-through from where I put that little crossover. All right, a little bit better. It feels like I'm too dark in that whole area, but that's okay. Too much, not enough cowbell. Okay, we got to roll again. Wait, ponder this poll. Poor posture, power pose. Power pose is happening. I think we're already there. Is that a cop out? Here, let's we only have 3 votes. I'm not ending this on 3 votes. I'm not doing it. Okay, we have 4 votes. We can end it on 4 votes. Power pose is winning. So, what is a power pose for a raptor? Poor posture sounds powerfully painful. Okay. Let me check out some. We've already put so much work into this. That's okay. You know, we can do a separate pose and we can come back to this. This can be a second option. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to end the whole thing. Let's see. And let's do... I did pull up reference, but it's not really going to help me here. We're basically starting from scratch. Basically. Oh, Meeps is coming to say hello. I don't know how this is going to work out. This is from a different angle. This is not the same thing we were working with, but we'll figure it out. But I have to meet the needs of the power pose. Meeps, what do you think? Meeps. No comment. No comment. I guess we have to keep... It's not going to look very menacing. I don't know. You tell me. Menacing with the short skirt? He certainly ain't skirt. Looking pretty rough. Now, remember when I was mentioning things not being super challenging? Forget I said any of that, okay? Just forget I said a word. Because I did it. I've done it to myself. This is definitely challenging. I'm going to drop this even further down. Because it's supposed to be menacing, right? So... I don't know what to do with the arms. They're not very... I guess they could be roaring. I mean, I don't know that anybody's going to be scared by these nubbin arms. Crawling out into his nubbin arms. And you can also tell I've gotten very quiet because I'm trying to figure this out. That's how you know. That's how you know chat. Chat has gotten me. You got me this time. You did it. I hope you're happy. Something turned off. Oh, my cam turned off. Hold up. Come back to me. Come back to me, Cam. Oh, I think we're back. Okay. Yeah, troll was that. This troll was a success. You guys have done it. But I think we're going to swing back to the other one once we get this solved, I guess is probably the way to put it. Or, you know, solved, or either one or two things can happen. It will get solved or it won't. And then I will just be here going, what happened? I don't know what happened. I think we're going to get there. I don't. You know what? I'm not concerned in the least. Not at all. You did good, chat. You did good. But not good enough to put me off my game. Maybe next time. There's plenty of more trolls left. Plenty of more trolls. Don't feel bad. It's not the first time. Not the first time chat thought they had me. I don't know when this became me against chat. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Chat will always win. But I am liking the fierceness. I'm not going to lie. I guess the other question is, do we go ahead and dress this just as the other one is dressed? Like, do we go the distance? Do we put the bales on? Do we put the quality quiltings on? Or do we go ahead and get back to the real deal? Just making room for his other haunch back there. Let me flip this around. Still liking it. Still thinking it's okay. Maybe this is like this. Let me catch up on chat. I made you a poll. Power pose dino. Keep same option. Start new option. What do you guys think? I think the other one will fit better for our options. But you know what? If you guys vote for it, we will continue on. And just so you can see what we're working with, we've got this fierce fella, or this sturdy steed. And we could kind of go back and forth, honestly. We could be like, oh, let's see what it looks like on this one. Let's see what it looks like on this one. I'm up for either one, to be honest. Makes the first one look cute. Yeah, that's kind of the thing, right? Got a little bit of a tangent issue happening over here I'm trying to fix. I think that solves it. Yes, Jack. Jack the cat. Cinnamon Jack. If he tries to get up, I'll put him on my shoulder, but he won't stay very long. It's pretty wild. I can walk around with him, like making coffee, and he loves staying on my shoulder. But for some reason, when working or when, up here doing this stuff, not really a big fan. Don't know why. Start new option. Uh-oh. Jack, you've done this to me. Jack has done this. Okay, well, that means we have to play catch up on all of the options. It's not fair to you guys if we don't. At least I don't think it is. All right, so we've kind of already started. We've got the little blankie, quality quiltings. I'm going to make a new copy. And we have to go back through the whole list. Let me go back and circle this while we're doing it. Power pose. This one's awesome. Keys, thanks so much. This one's awesome for you. Yeah. Like I said, we will honor it. We will do it. So I'm gonna do the little blanky thing, and maybe even, since it's in a power pose, we can even like have it be ruffling in the wind, rustling, sort of. Ruffaloing. Maybe not that. I thought maybe that would work, but maybe we'll do something else. And again, I'm using some of that, what we talked about earlier, like, I'm kind of letting this contour around a little bit so I can still keep, like, maybe it's pinched in between this leg, and that's going to give me some opportunity to make this body look a little bit more like a cylinder as it goes across. It could be flap over there. I don't know. I don't want to do that. I think the haunches needs to stay kind of uninterrupted. We got to get the bells on. I think we're okay with this. I'm going to pull this down just a little bit. And I'm gonna add a little strap just so that's what's keeping on the blanket on the front side. It's all like a cape. Maybe he's wearing a cape. I don't know. But I think that's working a little bit. Okay, get the bells on. I think we can put the bells right around here. I mean, he's fierce, but, you know, maybe the bells are the only thing you have for warning. I guess I should say, in case anybody's just coming in and you don't know what we're doing, well, join the club. We're playing a little drawing game called Roll or Troll, where I wind up doing everything twice or more, depending on what chat wants. But no, we actually roll a die, D20, and we check out what's on the key. Once we roll it, there's either a good roll, a good option, or a bad option, and then we do those things. That's about as simple as I can make it. Okay, I'm gonna look at this to see what was our. Oh, we have to have feats of flame, right? What else? Oh, we've already got the denticles. We got the henticle of denticle. Before I forget, I'm gonna put this back foot back here doing something, just so I know it's there. Probably wouldn't even be right there, to be honest. It'd probably be up here. But I'm not gonna draw it now because, I mean, I guess it could be further back. I don't know. I got to figure it out because it could be stepping back a little bit more and be up on the toes. Either way, we may not see it. May not need to see it because we have to do the feats of flame. I am going to make a new copy before I do that. And I kind of like this situation here because if we have like the wind blowing, like, you know, there's a big power stance, power pose. That means the wind could be blowing this flame even more. Maybe it's licking up around where the claws are. I do agree. This is a lot more. It's a lot more dynamic than the other one. Okay. Can certainly put more time into the feats of flame if needed. But for now, I think we're going to call that Dunzo. And we'd probably have that back here for the other foot of flame. And I'm just going to put a hint at that so I won't forget. I do like to make notes a lot of times for myself, like come back to this by just doing a quick sketch. Okay, we got to do another roll because I think we're all caught up. Henticle, dental, cloth, quilting, short skirt. We got that. All that's built in. Okay. All right. Excellent. I don't like what's happening under here. This is a bit of a mystery. I think it's supposed to be something like that. Trying to avoid some tangents right there. Okay, that's a little bit better. All right, let's get to rolling. It's been a long time. All right, here we go. Don't look, chat. I'm fine. Okay. Let's see how we do. 17, classic 17. Seen that before. That dice is going into dice jail. Next, is that a 9? 9. Yeah, the dino needed undercarriage wash. Yes, for sure. Okay, we got 9s going on. Let's check out what 9 is. Now that we have a whole new dino, guys, we drew a whole other image. But that's okay. That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, I did the reveal wrong. Cool. Well, this might be all right. It might be all right. Let's reveal it. It's a brand breakout. You guys, you know how you like these brand breakouts. But this one is Heraldry Edition. So I guess we have an option. Because you remember, this is supposed to be a steed. This is supposed to be some sort of beast for riding. We only have about 40 minutes left. This is our steed. I guess I'll just keep doodling on this until you guys give me an option. The poll is going to be for brand. Oh, it's no poll. It's just brand breakout. What am I talking about? So we have to make some. I'm going to name a new layer. Breakout. What should be on the coat of arms for this creature? And I'm going to do this in a blanket style. So give me some options, chat. Just start shouting things out. I think. Let's see how we do this. Maybe I want to do something like this. And we could have like a claw. For one of the shapes, one of the options. What is special about this? We could have like a dino silhouette, a raptor silhouette. Very, heraldry style. Looks more like a little badger or a beaver, but that's okay. We can get there. Pepperoni and mushroom, Energizer battery. I don't understand. This is what is in their coat of arms. A slice of pizza. Okay. I see a slice of pizza. You guys make the rules, apparently. Slice of pizza with teeth. This is pepperoni. What else we got? Teeth pizza. What's happening? Oh, I like the flame. All right, I'll get rid of the teeth. But we'll have some pepperoni, slice of pepperoni pizza. Maybe the rider, maybe this is like part of their, you know, like maybe there's a mushroom or something on here. Oh, a little cheese drip. Stringy cheese. That looks more like a hook. Let's put the flame up there. How about that? Because, you know, feats of fire. All right, I think we're getting somewhere. Flame has a butt for some reason. Pay no attention to that. Okay, so we got a little flame going. Why are we, let's see, monster energy, checker, and claw. Okay, okay. We could bring the claw back. Maybe we do like, here, I want to keep this horrible marmot looking dino. No offense to marmots anywhere. Okay, what were we looking at? Claw, the claw. Maybe it's more stylized. Almost like a bird foot. Something like that, maybe? You didn't understand the assignment. Well, you know what? That's part of the fun. No, you don't. I'm not sure I understand the assignment. Okay, I said it was going to be stylized, and here I am putting details in here. Okay, so we've got a claw. We've got a pizza flame. What else could we do? What else could we do? It's a pizza delivery side hustle. Nice. Justice for the first dino. I'm catching up on chat. I'm not a big fan of the claw, guys. Give me some more options. While you're giving me more options, let's do another roll real quick. Let's go for another roll. And we'll go back to the roller troll forged die. What? You guys didn't see the roll. Oops. It was an 8. Surprise. Do I have to roll again if you guys didn't see it? You want a claw in the top center, facing down, and a flame in the lower left. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Or a spear. Okay. Wait, do we have to roll again? What's up, Sean? Do we take the 8 off the board? That's the question. I don't know that this has happened before. It's not a big deal. I promise. It's not a big deal. Nemesis says, yes, please. How about we do, you know what? Let's go back. We're going to keep an 8. We're going to do 2 options. 8's 1. Then we're going to roll again just so you guys can see the roll. Because I don't want to cheat the dice. All right, here we go. 4. We've already had a 4. Let's try it again. 6. Okay, so we're going to be revealing 6 and 8. There we go. That'll stand in. 6 and an 8. All right, let's check it out. Let's do 8 first since it was first. First option is now barding. Now, Jack, I know this is going to be very confusing for you. I do understand. We are going to do these as separate polls. They're not one poll. Now barding is the first option for the first poll, and spots and dots for the second. Now, what now barding means, it's supposed to be like now boarding, but barding is armor that typically a horse would wear, but we're applying it to our steed in general. Or we can add a little bit of texture, a little bit of spots and dots, 1d6 worth to our raptor. So that's the first poll, and then we'll do 6 in a moment. While I continue to work on this, so there was a request for this in the lower left. Douche. Kind of like it. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so it fits there a little bit better. I think I'm going to do the same thing with the pizza. Oops. And then the claw, and I'll make a copy of this. Rotated down like. And I'm going to kind of just stretch it to fit. I am not mad at that. That is not terrible. All but the pizza, we have something pretty vast, you know, I would say fantasy, pretty solid. But we're keeping the pizza, don't worry. All right, so we can't, how are we going to use this? Well, maybe this is our blanket. Maybe some of this is on our blanket. And these can have fields behind them too. Like we could do a field of color. We're not getting into color necessarily, but we can do like some pattern. Maybe this gets a horizontal vibe. And we'll leave the claw on a solid field, I think. I think that looks pretty cool. There we go. So that's like a little tapestry thing. Can someone, Ryan, what's up? Yeah, let's catch everybody up. If you're just coming in, we've got about 35 minutes left. We've been working on a steed for the day. And just to catch everyone up, we started with this little guy. The options were a horse, of course. Remember when for an oliphant or an elephant. For the birds, which would have been an ostrich thing. Or dynamite, which is what chat chose. So we're making a steed. Our faithful steed is a dino. And I'll just carry you through everything we did here. We added some henticles for denticles. We've got a quality quiltings, which is the blanket on the back. We have feet of flame. And then we had power pose. Oh, wait, no, we had bells. We had the bells on with bells on. So we added some bells up here. And then the power pose was one of the options. And chat chose to go power pose. And then Jack, you know what? Jack threw me for a loop. And I kind of suggested it. So it's on me. Jack put up her own poll that was in like, hey, do we start over here? And that's what we did. So we started over and I had to add everything. So we added bells and then we added feet of flame. And now you're caught up because then we just rolled for Brand Breakout Heraldry Edition. And so chat just started shouting slices of pizza, batteries. I don't know what else. Energizer batteries. I don't know what was going on. But we wound up with a flame, a claw, and a slice of pizza. And I think that is what is going to be on the back here. So I will try and replicate that as best I can and make a new layer. All that to say also, hi, welcome, Ryan. Guys, if you don't know Ryan, you should. Go check out File New. Usually on Wednesdays. I believe it is coming up this Wednesday. Let me know if I'm wrong. But that's Ryan Selvey. Also, please, Ryan, let me, you know what? Good timing. Guys, if you don't know what we're doing on Twitch, and I don't mean just for this stream, because clearly I don't know what we're doing. But just in general, there's not, hopefully not a super secret place, but there is a Discord that you can go and get on and follow and talk to people that are running the shows and ask questions and make requests and all of that stuff over on the Adobe Live community Discord. And I hope we have the Jack has a link for us. What's up, Intelligence? How's it going? But that's catching everybody up. I hope that's fine. Everybody's all caught up. We have a poll going right now for Dino Fashion, now barding armor, or spots and dots, 1d6. And it looks like armor is winning. Let's not end it just yet. I'm going to go ahead and add our heraldry to this as best I can. I'm going to say this midpoint is kind of where that would be. And that means our claw would be like right here. What did that look like? Okay. Yeah, we just had it going off the top. So that's the claw coming in. And the slice of pizza, which is going to look great in all of these folds. It's really going to read as a slice of pizza. And drippy cheese. And that means our flame, I guess we could switch it if we wanted the flame on this side, but that's okay. I'm not super fussed about it. It was just for our brand breakout. All right, kind of reads as something. Oh, spots and dots. Coming back, baby. And the pizza shall be craved throughout the land. That's right. All right, spots and dots, let's end it. We got it. We got everything we need. I just need this blanket, I need these bells, and I need our spots and dots. Okay. I thought barding was going to win, and that's okay, because it's fine. We can still add armor if we want to. But let's give some of these let's give these haunches some spots and dots. Oh wait, I have to roll for it, don't I? I do. 1d6. 1d6. Ignore these spots. And I'll just go to dice cam with no fanfare. And Ryan, we have Roller Troll Forged Die. Here, I'll just roll it. There's our 1d6. Look at this guy. We rolled a 3. These are from the forges of Roller Troll. The deep dark caves. The deep dark crevasses. There you go. There's the whole set. But we rolled a 3, so let's check it out. We're going to have 3 spots. That's it. Well, they better be glorious. I'm going to make a big one right here. A little baby one back here, and then maybe one right in front. We got to have more than 3. Maybe I meant 2d6. Surely that's what I meant. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. That's a 5. That's a 5. So 3 plus 5 is 8. We did it. So I'm going to get rid of this again. Let's see. I'm going to go back. We're going to add 8. What was I thinking? 1d6. Maybe I was thinking if I rolled 6, it would be fine. All right, let's go. I want to add a spot like right here. This way we can add some on the tail as well. Wasn't gonna shade these in, but maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe just lightly. One, two, three, four, 5. Go run down 6 down here. 7, and maybe 1 on the back. 8. We could definitely do more if we wanted. Okay, we got to roll again. We got to keep moving. Let me get rid of all the die. Ooh. But Ryan, I thought you had mentioned why is there no dice? Well, now we have some. What happens if the die hits the skull? It just hits it, man. Come on. It's all about what happens, right? 8 is a respectable number of dice, spots. Okay. All right, sorry about that. We got to get this roll going. Now we only have about 25 minutes. I thought we might get through the whole thing, but we probably won't at this point. 18. Let's see what an 18 gives us. Do we roll an 18? No, 17s. Okay, let me make sure we select our now barding. Nope, spots and dots. We already did that. Let's go to 18 and do the reveal. I don't remember what it was. Hard-headed. And that just means we're going to add a helmet. Or a mysterious mount. Oh, mysterious mount. So, this means hooded. I meant to write out hooded beside it. Hard-headed means we'll give a helmet. The other one is a hood. Like if you've ever seen a horse with a hood on, that basically has a cutout for the eyes. We can do the same for our steed here, which it doesn't look like a steed. It just looks like a... Oh, I didn't go to the screen. Oh, sorry, guys. Here, let's back it up. Hard-headed or mysterious mount. There you go. There it is. That's what we did. You didn't miss anything. Wrong screen, shouts everyone. You got the smoke effects. Yep. That's just me, using not using a... Never mind. No sick clouds here. So that's our hard-headed, but we're back over on this guy. If you got that pole headwear for the steed, a hood or a helmet, talk to us. Helmet has 2. Helmet has 2. What's up, Mind the Gap? It's Katarina. What's up? In the meantime, I'm going to draw with the wrong color. In the meantime, I'm going to just clean this up a little bit. shapes. I don't think, am I missing something? We did spots and dots, done. Most of these have been really kind of quickly done, surprisingly. I was talking about that earlier. And then I got thrown for a loop, which I love it. I love that I was thrown for a loop. Yeah, hands and claws are hard, by the way. Especially when they're creating issues. How about this is this one, and then we add one down here. That way we don't have a tangent. Try to indicate a little bit of a lip. Probably too much of a lip. Tangent be gone. Needs to be a spray in spray form. Tangent be gone now in spray form. Do you have sticky, ugly tangents in your artwork? Well, say be gone. With tangent be gone. Definitely can work on this whole teeth area for sure. I'm going to give a shout out real quick, guys. If you ever look up Mitch Bird, BYRD, best dinosaur drawer that I know, personally know. Brilliant. Just brilliant. But yeah, be sure you write in dinosaurs. He draws some other things that are not so safe for work, so just be careful. But a big fan of his dino work. Let's see, take my money. Okay, where are we at with the helmet? Okay, helmet's gonna win. We got it. Now I have to design a helmet, and I want to keep the eyes as best as I can. I guess it doesn't have to be here. I'm just going to clear out a little bit of space. It doesn't have to be super complicated. Just something that fits right in between. And we could add some spikes to it. What do you guys think? Horns, like if it's a dragon. It's just a dino, but it wants to be a dragon. How do I want to do this? Anybody that sees this after the fact will be like, oh, you drew a little dragon guy. No. Joke's on you, pal. It was a dino, a raptor with a horned helm. Power pose indeed. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Is it going for a triceratops? So fancy. Yeah. Oh, wait. Ryan with the fake news. That's not good for somebody who has basically a news show. Ryan. Careful out there. All right. We've got our hood. We got our helm, not our hood. Let's see what else we can do because we're running out of time. What does the eyeball see on our dice cam? What? Oh, we've done an 8. But we've done 8. Oh, we have to do 6. Oh my gosh. While we're here. 2. We've done a 2. That was power pose. 3. We have not done 3. Okay, when we go back to the screen, Jack. Jack, when we go back to the screen. We have to do 6. 6. Forgot all about it. Get on to 6. I said we'd reveal, and then I just kept working. Maniac. You could tell I meant for this to be a horse. Maniac means it has a mane, and it's crazy. It's a maniac. Or B, braided beauty. 1d6 divided by 2. So we can give our dino a mane. I don't know how. It can happen. Or we can give it braids. 1d6 divided by 2. It's up to you, chat. And then we have to do 3. And I'm going to go ahead and reveal 3. Hold on, before I move on. Before I do a 3 reveal. And Jack, that is our first one. I will remember this time. I promise. He said, as he's forgetting already. We did hard-headed. Let's go reveal 3. Just so you guys can think about it before the poll goes up. Standard waving, 1d4. So what does that mean? Standard usually refers to your flag. In this case, maybe the heraldry flag that we made, our banner. And there would be 1d4 of them. So 1 through 4 numbers. And then B is wavering standards. I don't know what that means, but something's going to get a little corrupted. So we got standard waving, 1d4, or wavering standards, and then that's going to be our next poll, but not until we get our maniac or our braided beauty. There's only 2 votes. That's not right. There's more people in here than that. And I need to know what we're doing because, look, there's only 15 minutes left. And that's not a lot of time to be messing around, folks. So come on. I'm going to blame chat on this one. When in doubt, blame chat. Oh, I think that might be an emote. Guys, we need to get some emotes. And I almost forgot. Jack, I've given you some things. So let me just explain again. This Thursday, you're not going to want to miss it. We're going to be here on Twitch. We're going to be on YouTube. We're going to be on Behance. We're going to be live from the studio on Thursday. And it's going to be all the mods. It's going to be, all the mods in spirit, but in person, it's going to be me, Jack, and Val. And we're going to be working on Twitch channel emotes. And the last stream of the day is going to be Roller Troll centric. So that means you guys have an option or a couple options to choose. So you can just start shouting out some suggestions if you have them. Or when, I don't know how this is going to work out. Probably after, can you run more than one poll? I don't know that you can run more than one poll. Jack, I'm not trying to throw you in a loop under the bus here. But braided wins. Braided wins. Rapid fire here. Braided wins. Go to 6. If you can start standard waving, just put in flags or I don't know, broken. I don't know. But I'm going to make sure we have these selected. Braided Beauty wins. Maniac would have been fun. But braids are cool. And then after I close this one, Jack, we'll have about less than 10 minutes probably. Go ahead and put up the poll for our Thursday stream. So there's going to be a little bit of taste of Roller Troll in the studio. Just a tiny taste. All right, we got to get these braids in here. I'm going to make another copy. And I think they're going to be flying out from under the hood, right? Under the helmet. Oh, I have to roll a d6. Look, I know we're running out of time, but we got to do it. 1d6. Of course, 6. There will have to be 6 braids. Fantastic. Because, divided by 2, 3. Okay, so 3. It was 6 divided by 3. Awesome. 3 braids, even better. All right. Flip-de-flip. Okay, these are the braids. Maybe one should be flailing out this way. Yeah, I think I like that better. Here, I'm going to take... I should have done this on a new layer, but hey. We do what we do. Then we fix it. Okay. I like this. This is fine. Just going to get the shapes down first. What's waving? A flag? Or our standards? Wavering. All right, I'm gonna fake a braid. And then if I have time to go back and fix it at a later time, I will make it a little bit better. Just a bunch of V shapes, essentially. It's not exactly how it works. Kind of make a little pattern that's a lot of fun. At some point I will do a demo on braids. How about that? Because they're not that complicated once you get the pattern down. I just want it to appear. I just have to have the appearance of a braid at this point. That's one of our braids. This is another one going off in the distance here. You can find all sorts of like how to do draw braids, tutorials online as well. You know what's wild is, as much as this was supposed to be a steed, and there's a chance. We got a few minutes. All right, let's end that one. Standard waving. We're gonna get 1d4 real quick. I don't know why I always make these last minute. 1d4. 3 flags. 3 of them. Whoa. Whoa. Let's finish up this braid real quick, this last one. I wanted to break that just a little bit. Maybe it comes all the way out. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. Okay. All right, good enough, good enough, good enough. All right, what's chat saying? Vote for option 3. Oh, roll a troll emotes. Here we go. The dice roll, the eyeball, guys. Don't sleep on the eyeball. But all of those are going to be quite a challenge if we can get to them. But yeah, definitely want to see what you guys want to do. It will give me a little time to figure it out, maybe before the stream. But you know what? That's the troll of it, right? That's the troll part of it. Okay. Flags. How are we doing these flags? I think I'm going to say they're coming from the other side. I'm going to move this whole guy down slightly. And they are popping out. It's weird. We lost our haunch, but I'm not mad at it. It's right behind here. Maybe I can stick it out, but I'm going to put these flags coming out. I mean, we would have them strapped onto the side. Maybe we do one on this side. We say there's like a saddle thing, pocket holding one of them. I don't know. Oh, maybe all 3 flags are on the same pole. Hold up. That changes everything. That changes everything. I'm going to go way back. The history machine. If you guys don't use history for undo, I don't know what you're doing. It's good in a pinch sometimes. Doesn't get rid of everything, but sometimes you're like, oh, I did other stuff in between that. I want to go to that point. All right, here we go. I think I'm just going to have this one pole sticking off here. Give myself a little bit more time, a little bit more space. I wish I had more time. We got about 5 minutes. But I'm going to add one flag. I hate that we're right up. I'm going to scale this down just slightly. Because I want these things to be like whipping around. Who said they may even cross over each other? Why not? Ooh, getting messy. Getting messy in here. But I like the idea. I think it'll work. Basically, you're just drawing a ribbon. That's all you're doing. And you're just following it around. Nothing crazy. Okay, so we have a mess of flags. Can't really do much with them as far as decoration, but we can hint at what's going on if we want to. But dude, folks, I am shocked at what we've accomplished today. This is way beyond what I thought we were going to get to. I thought we'd have a saddle on this. At some point, I should reveal all of the other options. We definitely had more options for a rider and, you know, a little bit things along those lines. But it didn't happen. It didn't happen. But I will try and get this cleaned up a little bit before the next roller troll. The next roller troll is on the, what is it? The 21st. But it's going to be a little bit earlier. I think it's going to be earlier. I'll have to make sure I post the time for you guys. But yeah, this turned out pretty cool, I think. Definitely one of the more challenging, thank you, Jack, challenging streams we've done. We accomplished a lot. Did I miss something? No, we did standards. Oh, what did our troll? We have dice. We have to roller troll dice for Thursday. So guys, be sure and check that out. Tomorrow, I will be back on for the video challenge on YouTube and Behance, 3 p.m. Central Time. And don't forget to check out the other community shows. There is a Discord for that to get all the scheduling that you need to be able to find them. We are on Twitch on Fridays, Mondays and Fridays. Obviously, this is Monday. I want to make sure I select this. But thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us today. We will be back, like I said, tomorrow. And then Thursday, please check us out. We're going to be working on some roller troll dice rolling emote sometime in the day, sometime towards the end. But that is going to do it for me. Thanks, everybody. And thanks again for all of these suggestions, all of the votes. And we'll see you real soon, like tomorrow soon. All right. Bye, everybody. Bye.